What are you hoping will change for the better within the cosplay scene?
That's a really good question. I could definitely say what I'm hoping to see when that stuff comes back, and even when what I look forward to things in cosplay for the future. Just everybody being like just accepting that it's a unique and a normal thing, and again, like there's people that have different views about it, and they don't do it, but just being able to walk outside, because there's some people that are not as confident or not as, like, they're just vulnerable or very worried about what people think. I think that eventually I would love to see people more confident and happy to get in costume, even if it's not a convention day, and they just want to do it and they just want to walk around. They're just living it to the fullest and they're happy. And the other thing I would love to see is that there's less people looking at it in a strange way, or they're like, oh, this is completely normal now, and people just embracing, and they're just they feel they have that encouragement, and people positively encouraging it, not only on social media but outside too, just being comfortable in their skin. And what I'm looking forward, like, just when conventions come back, like just being able to network again, and being able to connect and meet other people that share that same inspiration, and just wanting to continue to grow and influence other people positively, and share it around the world, and just show people that it's a really incredible artistry, that it's not something to look down on, and that people think, oh, like, these people are just so weird or they're freaks or something like that. Like, just to not think that way anymore, and be like, that is really cool. And it looks great, and it's beautiful. And like, it doesn't have to be some, like, if they see something really cool, like an Attack on Titan costume, or compared to, like, someone wearing a kimono with cat ears and stuff like that. And this is actually one thing that I would love to see, that's really important, is less people attacking people who cosplay on social media, whether it's negatively or even like sexual harassment, because I've had that a little bit in the
Really?
past. I've actually, um I've had people post, or not on my pictures, but I've had people message me online asking for, just inappropriate things. And I think that people need to realize a difference where someone is doing cosplay for the artistry and not for something inappropriate. And that is something that I definitely feel is really important, especially for women who cosplay. Like, for women that cosplay, we just get, like, we either get hit on or just negative feedback. And I think that is something that we just need to be able to stand together and embrace, and just have that strength to put a stand towards it. It's definitely, it really sucks when that happens to some people. And for myself, like, it's happened before a few times that I'm just like I'm used to it, but at the same time I'm just like, block right away. As soon as I see that post, I'm like, okay, bye. But yeah, I feel like that would be something, in the future, that women won't feel as uncomfortable to be posting something on social media, or being able to walk outside and not be judged or not be hit on for something that's, it's a creative thing. It's not something to be looked at inappropriately. And I'm just looking forward to a lot of positive changes and a lot of positivity growth towards this culture, and just people being able to do what they love. So I'm really looking forward to that.
That's weird. I'm sorry to hear that you've gone through those experiences, but then again, I'm not surprised to hear it. As sad as that is to say, it's
That's yeah.
it makes no sense to me that like we're living in this time and trolls still find the need to say that like, bro,
I
like
know,
say you're an incel without saying you're an incel. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
but at the same time, it's like I just feel like especially for women, it's going to be hard for them to do what they love. Like I have five sisters, and we all loved anime. Well, four of them loved
Hmm.
anime, but like we all grew up watching the same shows. We all grew up playing with the same Pokemon cards and stuff.
Yeah,
And the reception that I would get from my fandom is nothing compared to what my sisters used to get. Now, I don't think they're that much into it today as like I am, but just thinking about like when MySpace and Facebook and early Twitter was out, just talking about anime as a female would get you so many strange responses. Talking about anime as a male, especially back then, you were seen as like, oh, this guy seems kind of cool. You know, he's into Bleach, he's into Naruto. But like when
right.
girls would like cosplay and do anything, and like I'm gonna be completely honest, I think women make for great cosplay just models, just because like I think the female aesthetic lends itself better as an adaptation in real life from manga to real life. But I don't think that means you should be asking them inappropriate things. I don't think that means you should be harassing them if they're cosplaying
Yeah,
something. Like come on,
like, and
grow
I
up.
think that a lot of people just start to, like, a lot of, like, not every guy does, but just you get one of those guys that I had one where it was like, oh, like, do you want to set, like, they were asking like for me to send like inappropriate pictures, and I was just like, okay, this is not necessary for us women. Like when we're doing a cosplay of another character, I guess, because we're known to be really, like, we tend to model them really well, and I think that people, like men, like just some men would tend to think of it as a sexual thing, and then they would start to creep in and start to make uncomfortable, like just really uncomfortable um situations. And I think that we want to just remind people that we're not doing it for like specific attention. We're doing it because it's an artistry and we want to embrace it, and we want to just, if we're cosplaying a certain character and we're posting it, we're just posting something that we just did that looks really good. It's nothing to, we're not looking for something more than that.
Yeah, it's not an invitation for
No,
anything like that.
no.
I'm not soliciting myself. I don't know what like posting a picture of Nezuko would indicate to a stranger.
And I think that,
It's ridiculous.
Nezuko's not wearing anything inappropriate when I did that cosplay. And the next one too, like, I don't know how this is, like, because I know there's been people that have cosplayed Mitsuri, the love Hashira. And I don't know if there's been comments because of how she, like, her attire and everything, because her boobs are almost out or something like that. They see an anime, or they see like, because there's guys that watch specific like anime shows, and there's an anime girl that's like super hot, and then they get into it or something like that. And then if they see someone else dressing up as that, they kind of start to look at that, and it's like, okay, really, like, come on.